This will probably be directed more to you two, but I certainly welcome any input from our representatives from the table. I spent a year in Vietnam. I went over in 1966, July the 5th. I came home July the 5th, 1967. And the welcoming committee that we got in California, I don't know if y'all can even understand this, but it created a total disconnect in my mind for me and my country. I saw a lot of veterans standing when y'all asked for veterans to stand, and I'm sure there's probably a few of them there that feels the same way. I'm trying to make this, I know you guys have a big job, and I appreciate everything you're doing, if you're doing it on behalf of the people, because this is a government of the people and by the people and for the people. But I just want to reiterate a couple of things about us veterans. I weighed 183 pounds when I went over there, and I weighed 126 pounds when I got home. I didn't feel like I had a country anymore. And my life has been a very, very rocky road. I was diagnosed about 8 years ago with PTSD, and I was in total denial about it. And it took me 3 years to entertain that idea and enter into counseling. And I've been in counseling over 5 years now. I go every week, and I also am in counseling with a lot of Iraqi veterans. It's now mandatory when you come home from a combat zone to have counseling. The economy turned upside down. I got out of work, and I was already in my counseling. I couldn't understand it. It took me a year just to get oriented. All of the nightmares that I had for the first 10 years, 15 years when I got home caused me not to mention to anybody. I didn't want anybody to know I was even in the military, let alone a Vietnam veteran. Nobody liked us. Everybody hated us. They made a real point of letting us know that. And thereby I did not use my GI Bill and go to school. I felt as if that was too much for me to do. Most people felt like I didn't deserve it. But when the economy turned upside down a couple of years back, and after I'd entered into my own personal counseling, I went to Tri-County over here and I started studying psychology. I took 2 courses, and I made an A in both courses. And at that time I ran out of money. And I went down to get my GI Bill, not an entitlement, something I earned. And I went down, I don't mind saying it. I know there's a camera and I don't mind saying it. I went down to Heath Schuer's office to see what I could do about getting my GI Bill reinstated. And I went down to his office every week for 6 months. And I never got an opportunity to talk with him, although he comes to town once a month. And there was 4 stacks of folders on his secretary's desk. And she said to me, "Don't quit, don't give up, don't give up. This stack over here is World War II veterans, and this stack here is Vietnam veterans, and this stack here is Korean veterans, and this stack here is Iraqi veterans coming home." And after going in and out of that office for 6 months, this was my final visit to that office. I said, "Can you give me one person out of all of these stacks of veterans that you've helped? One." And she couldn't do it. So I'd like for y'all to go back and take a look at what's going on with veterans, or what's not going on with veterans. I'd like to get my GI Bill. I'd like to go back to school. I'd like to finish and move on with this. You know, this whole project is a 9/12 project. It came about because of what happened in 9/11. America was under attack. I still love America. This is my country. And I'm sick and tired of people trying to take it away. I'm ready to fight again for her. If you don't love America, leave. I'd like something done to help the veterans. Something. I want something big to happen for veterans, whether I'm included or not.